Rel, and it's going to be Seraphine here in the bottom lane, so a lot of pushing power to try to punish that Smolder Rel lane early. Showmaker will be playing the Nasus mid, it does appear, and that's not...
Could have been shared as well. Here comes Moham level 2, but also Showmaker's here. Raptor, remember, does not have flash, and he's already taken so much damage from the Ignite, and there's just no way to save him, as that's going to be first blood given to mid. Not going to be doing too much in this game, and I love strategies like this where aiming just gets a free farm and everybody else is distracted as well, as the root's going to come down, and Duro in a lot of trouble here. Not even going to bother to flash, as he thought about it, but
BNK just kind of getting caught with their pants down a little bit here, as they also get 2 and will secure 3 of the grub. So,
yeah, he is in position. Will he have vision of this? Yes, he will. Comes on in, and Kingin, there's no wave here, and well, Clear will in the game. They're like, okay, we're gonna fight for this. We have to, and I mean, they're gonna get 1. I do fear for them for the rest of them, but they're bringing all 5 members up to the top river, very much BNK style, as they are going to throw down, but now Raptor kind of in a rough spot, already taking damage, goes for the Crescent Guard. Kingin, though, isolated, and he will be taken down pretty much for free. The Equalizer does a little bit of damage, but nothing compared to his death, as that kill also goes to Closer.
Yeah, Raptor, had to ult, right? Was under a lot of fire there, but that's part of what Xin Zhao can offer you, is basically this infinite...
I mean, it's going to be a lot here for Closer, who also got that kill on to Kingin, so I feel like this is actually BNK FearkX making some big strides to come back in this game. Who's going to be the main carry of the BNK composition. They're also going to get that first dragon
in return. Well, we had the gold lead at like 6 minutes, was 1,000. That went up to 2,000. And now BNK are basically dead even in gold.
And, there was a lot of laughing on the comms. But now they've got BNK to deal with as Moham, the target, but Rel. Do they have the damage? It looks like absolutely yes, as he gets blown up in midair, but now the damage coming out from the Smolder, from that Rumble, but Kingin frontlining once again. He does flash away as Raptor finally does go down, and aiming at Showmaker still not dealt with, but it's still a man advantage here to the side of BNK FearkX, as Showmaker is just smacking Closer down and away from his team. So much damage coming out from the Smolder and the Nasus, as they're trying to desperately get somebody else, but they will not be able to.
Yeah, really great skirmishing comp here. You have 5 points in that, and you start to really stack and scale. The laning E damage is very nice and all, but
side of Lucid, Daisy keeping this one leashed and trying to poke a little bit with some trigger seeds and some shields going in. But this one is still leashed, and Daisy getting pretty low. Might just come down to a smite here, as it does go the way of Lucid, and a big knockup from the side of Moham, and all of those teamfight ults just raining down onto that backline, and Raptor is the one that has to pay. Clear as well, as the rest of the team just could not fight because they were zoned.
Equalizers layered on top, Smolder, Mom layered on top, and that's the end of the fight. Raptor, he uses his ultimate, but that's not going to be enough to keep him alive against 5 players. And now Baron?
Well, Seraphine's support doesn't really have any...
They've got that, plus this scaling Nasus and the Rumble damage. When Moham's going to hit big ultimates like the one we just saw. Equalizer in the turret, you have to walk alongside that wall, so he just doesn't really have a choice but to eat the damage. We'll get a little bit healed up here by Duro, but still, that is going to be a dead turret. I mean, this Baron is stacking up
the game by just killing the Rumble.
Yeah, and even though the Rumble is behind, he still does a ton of damage when his Equalizers.
They got the Rumble as well. I feel like BNK not going to be quite as good as DK at adapting to a new patch. As Kingin trying to avoid everything. He's playing like a bullet game simulator. He's trying to avoid so many different ults, and finally gets taken down. And yeah, a large amount of scaling on the side of DK as well, that you can kind of just sit around and kind of just wait with your lead, as that is what they're doing. The pick, not really going to hit much. I mean, they get the flash at Elucid, they charms. Oh, that's going to be a pick, though, onto Moham. They take down him, but he's just the support. What about the rest of the team, as here comes Mom, just going to burn everybody.
Contest here, Raptor has flash. Oh, no.
Yeah, they get the root here on a Closer. He is going to be able to dash away, but Showmaker is taking names, and this is what I was talking about. If you are a squishy on the side of BNK in the team, and with his Wither, for him to close the distance, and if he does, he will two-shot.
I think Closer, I mean, it's just Smolder, poke, Rumble has his ultimate at the ready. Anybody gets caught, he just drops that one down.
Yeah.
The Showmaker presses Q, and the turret's health bar goes to 0.
Yeah, he can also two-shot turrets as well, by the way, tanks or health. or anything, really. And that's going to help everybody on the side of DK. Everybody's got some AP. Now they're going to find Showmaker. That should be a big pick as he goes into ult and the redemption doesn't happen. But a 4-man ult comes in from Moham. And they still have the Smolder to hop over the wall to flap on over and get the damage done. Raptor will also burn. It's a triple kill to the Smolder, is aiming no stranger to picking up all of the kills and all of the golds. And I said it the entire game, a lot of focus on the Showmaker, you know, and all this stuff, but aiming just farming away. 7 kills on Smolder, and DK will win this first game in flying colors, with flying colors, and in very fun fashion. It's clear not much he can do. Little Mikhails comes out from Lucid and a thumbs up just to set the tone for this best of 5.
I mean, the draft was a little... Is this going to be the K'Sante to come through here instead? A bit of a different option than I expected, to be honest with you, Valdez. Very strong, great front line for an extremely scaling composition with this Smolder. But I thought maybe they were just going to index at the moment. This lane is going pretty well for Clear. Oh, there's a significant advantage here in this top side.
Yeah. I mean, Kingan's job at the end of the day is to just absorb pressure and then eventually just be a front line for Smolder. And for Corki, we've definitely seen this before, but this lane is not going to be a fun time by any means. So, especially because he still doesn't have his flashback, which he had to use early on in the lane swap down in the bottom lane. Now, Lucid is going to, with the help of Moham, take down the first Drake, but 3 Grubs did go over to BNK. I think that BNK could be a little bit more proactive, right? Still no kills here at 10 minutes, as now we're going to have a missed ult over the wall. The Maokai ult's also coming over the wall, and now just a 1v1 between these two, and Clear has to flash the knock-up, and the all-out coming in from the side of King, and he picks up first blood. As now Closer coming in with his own ultimate. No flash here for Kingen, so not the easiest spot for him. And should eventually be taken down. He's trying to trade here on a Closer. It's going to take quite a while to eventually take him down. And there they finally get him in the alcove.
Now also turn this into a 6 Grub setup here for said Renekton. So very strong start here for BNK.
Yeah. And I feel like this is kind of what you would have taken down this first blood turret in the top lane as well. It's going to be some gold given over to aiming.
Very, very important. Could be Infernal or Hextech with the Smolder.
Or Chemtech.
Probably not. Right?
Lucid?
Yeah, it's Hextech already, as we do have an all-out.
Yeah, all-out in the bottom lane. Here comes Lucid as well, just for insurance, I guess. I feel like Kingen might have also just been able to take him down. Here comes a TP a bit late from the Zeri, but now going in is Lucid. He's going to be able to pick up the kill, and Closer can't do much, but Kingen once again kind of in a really unfortunate spot, as he will go down eventually. Big rotation over.
Does grab a bunch of gold down here of plates. As now plates expire, we'll also get a turret.
I mean, Terry was building it a lot before it got nerfed. I suppose she's just going to continue building it.
And Kingan's coming down, didn't have to teleport. Dplus still want to play around with this.
I mean, if they're going to give Lucid free entry out of this, he has his ult, and Duro's just going in, trying to zone by himself. Lucid still in the tree, he smites it down, and they get the kill on a Raptor. Big knockup, though, and now the Zeri's going to go bad. It's Clear is also in the backline. A lot of empty targets here for BNK to try to go for. Meanwhile, Kingen trying to go 1v3, will get a kill, maybe a second one as the knockup comes in, and he will be denied a second one. As BNK will win the fight.
With the lane swap and not going into mid very quickly, he hasn't been able to just...
Clear. Aiming is frontlining against Renekton, and the rest of BNK, they're not doing the dragon, they're just running down to try to save him. And I don't think that's going to work. An arrow's going to come in, it hits the Maokai. And now you don't have your Renekton. Bit of damage does come in now, but now the pick onto Closer. He is so dead. 100-0. Down he goes. Immense pick comes out from Kingen. And now just the rest of them are just trying to run away. Lucid is probably going to give his life for this, and a lot of damage coming out from Henna, actually. But eventually, it's not clean, but it's still an ace from the side of DK, and it's 7k damage.
Around, hoping that Dplus were going to pull the trigger first and walk into their Zeri comp. And to watch Kingen, he's massive once again here in this game.
He's just a clutch master. That's what he does, and he's clutching it out again. Now Showmaker trying to go 1v1, but it's not 1v1. There's a croc, but Showmaker gonna get the kill anyway. It's actually Lucid Sapling that gets the kill. Meanwhile, this fight on the bottom side is totally messy. Henna's not even in it. As yes, Showmaker will bite the dust. There is an arrow to hit aiming, and he's just barely out of turret range. Double kill goes over to Clear. This one is absolutely a mess, but they might still be able to take down Clear another turret. Henna's still not here. He's just in mid lane. And will they? I guess not, but it's still going to be a one-team fight to DK.
Yeah, they end up winning the fight. Losing their jungler and their mid laner, though, means that there's nothing they could do.
He's getting poked down from screens away. Imagine trying to play Ashe into this. It's just not fair.
It is not fair. Aiming still hasn't hit his breakpoint, by the way, which is kind of insane as well. I don't know what he's sitting on.
Yeah, well,
Closer.
They're really trying to kill Moham here, and they might be able to. It looks very close, but eventually he does go down. Kingen trying to frontline now, a little sleep on the Lucid. They want to get some kind of value out of this, but Kingen's still standing guard, and they're looking to turn this one around, RDK, as now another engage goes in on a Kingen, but Duro's just dead, and now the bouncing damage from the side of Aiming. They get the all-out here on a clear, as finally 225 is hit, and Aiming is just running them down alongside of Showmaker, who is in here.
There's nothing that a sad Lilia could do to come over here and look to steal, and that's just going to be the Baron going over. That will be the...
Duro does have his ult available. Lucid, though, so tanky, and a big ult over the top, but Clear's got a nice angle. Is it going to be enough? The damage, though, from the side of Smolder is just insane. Another lockdown comes in from Lucid as Henna is backlining, and he's dead. Well, that was confusing. FearkX are just going to run away, as now Closer just trying to get out of this one, but he's going to be all outed, as in goes the Cassante. It's a triple kill for Aiming. And they're looking for a bit more. That was an insane amount of damage from the Lilia, but it just doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. And it looks like this might just be the beginning of the end. Two very, honestly, very easy team fights here for Dplus. I mean, the last one looked a little bit shaky at the beginning, but this Hextech Soul is paying off in dividends. And I mean, yeah, he took a long time to get his stacks, but Aiming, he's got 8 kills now. He is stacked, and they're going to end the game.
They're definitely trying to do so. Duro, I think, by himself, not really able to do much. He's slowed up again. He goes in. It's desperation, just trying to buy some time, and he will be able to do that, but the turrets and the wave are still alive. They'll take down both the Nexus turrets, and there's not much that BNK can do. Clear goes in. He dies, and Henna and Raptor are just zoned away. All the slows, all the ticking damage, and Henna just barely going to avoid that death. DK playing with their food because, well, they can. As in goes Raptor, and down goes Raptor, as does Closer. That's going to be the end of game 2, as Dplus Kia took them a while, but once
here, going to be
the
locked
old
in.
matchup,
Yeah.
Camille Nar.
Camille Nar. I look at this draft here for the side of BNK, and I think that if we see a lot of attention given to the top side, and it's a more defensive sort of...
Oh, a little face check to start us off. Aiming. Getting it out of his system early. First blood. Easier to use. Let's see what this fight looks like, though, as Moham's just kind of going in. Does have a bowling ball coming in from the side of Lucid, as Closer not having much threat from mid, and now in comes the satchel on Aiming, but he's totally fine. Henna trying to get that kill. He's actually not fine, has to flash away. Now Moham gonna go in. They do get the kill, but who gets out here? Moham has to flash, as he will go down. Closer picks up that kill. Lucid is going to come on in and try to threaten here on the grubs, but maybe not, actually. Just kind of looking at them menacingly.
Yeah, I mean, they get a little bit of health back, and it's like, oh, maybe side for BNK. Showmaker.
Yeah, it's a little face check. Flash on in to deny the flash to Showmaker. One auto, and the ignite is ticking, but Showmaker will barely survive. And now, level 5 Alistar. Oh, and this Diggs bomb over the top. Gonna take him down. And yes, they get the Alistar, but it feels very good to take down Showmaker.
Yeah, still ultimately is a big win here for BNK. Close call there, almost didn't get Showmaker, but of Aiming stacking time, plus some additional stats from the Infernal Dragon, which alone is quite nice. Raptor just not here in time.
Huh. Aiming got the Q on that. And Raptor is going to lock that one down. Aiming, remember, he does not have cleanse, so I think he just kind of dies. Yeah, he's still going to be entire bot lane turret taken out by Ziggs, and now the entire top lane turret taken out by Ziggs.
Yeah, all you have to do with the Camille here.
They're not done yet.
Yeah, they're going to get a second topside turret here, very likely. Demolish will proc.
They're trying to dive here. I'm not sure about the dive, though, as Moham going to get it engaged on. He goes back in, as now he's in a bit of trouble. The sleep is coming down. Clear will avoid it, gets the Q, but a lot of damage just coming out from Lucid, and the kiting begins, and Zeri is here. Oh no, BNK in a really rough spot. They go a bit too deep, and they will be punished for it. You're not getting away from Zeri and Lilia. Maybe Raptor does with his Nimbus cloak, but no, he's just dead. Down he goes. That kill will be fed over to drops it down. He's going to spot him. And Aiming's in a lot of trouble here. There is no ultimatum. I'm not sure if he gets out, actually. Maybe a flap. And no, he just flash. Follow flash. Rolling.
Sure.
Well,
but
trying to punish Clear. He doesn't have flash. Hook shot coming in, but Magnet Storm denies. And now with Meganar coming down, he's just going to be ulted into the wall. One wall up will not be avoided. Nice try from Clear. One house will do it.
Doesn't have any way out of that one. Didn't have his ultimate still. No flash.
First Dragon again. And they're looking for the second one. Now, BNK, they have a Ziggs and they have a Rift Herald, so a lot of damage. Maybe Closer just, okay, very nice Valkyrie. So it seemed like he had a good idea. Now here comes Clear over the top, gonna isolate Moham. And there it is, the Ziggs bomb over the top alongside of the Corki, able to follow up, and that's just a free kill on a Moham.
Yeah, I mean, they just kind of watched the Dragon go and then ended up opting into trying to kill Closer there. But it's another kill back, so BNK strike back again. And look, the Corki has 4 kills. I'm still kind of, and Ziggs has, for Dplus fans, Kingan's going to get this turret. I just want to see more
carries. You just have multiple threats. They don't have many turrets, though. That is coming in turrets and objectives. Is now they're just going to do it again. Press an alt button and just get a satchel down onto a turret. As now, Moham finds the Omega angle from the jungle, and a massive sleep is coming in. Closer, gonna get the shutdown over to Seri. There's a kill onto Duro, and make it a third one. They feed those.
Got you some scaling, right? Obviously got you some gold. Now they're getting a Baron. And it may be traded for an inhibitor, as Clear is going to be threatening that in mid lane. This is also going to be tons of gold here for Dplus, as well as map control. And if it's mid inhibitor, you can just kind of always be able to push that one out. So it's a significant...
But there's just so many things you have to ban and deal with when you're playing against DK that he just gets real every game. As now we have another fight brewing here. Not looking quite as good for DK, actually, as now BNK have got him up against the wall.
She has all that extra gold. Turn the arm guard into a Zhonya's early, so now has a ton of extra armor, a lot more safety. And will be able to on command in these critical... I mean, I still think it's winnable, but Smolder just hit 225, and Moham is
up. Moham. Just when we had a lot of nice things to say, he's just dead. Aiming, trying to block for the jungler.
They're still going to get this Baron.
He's going to get the Baron.
Yeah. Really well played. Zig bombs on the ground. Zhonya's is almost killed by Leandri's burn there off of that final Q.
Just don't have a good answer for the Camille.
Yeah, Clear is threatening this top turret. The inhibitor, like you said, is a gimme. Then they can collapse here around that top turret.
5 minutes or so, and they said, we are not losing this game. As in goes King, and he is going to find Closer. That's another stun with the wall up, as now Bomb coming down in his sleep as well. But look at the damage that goes back on Elucid, but Aiming gets the kill. And they finally find a way to take down Closer. Duro, yeah, Henna as well in a really rough spot. He has to flash away, has the satchel for some extra range, and he will get away.
Duro is not going to get punished here, it doesn't look like.
Look at the top lane.
Yeah, I mean, they're threatening this Nexus turret. King's going in.
Yeah, King's going in. There's a TP, and Kingen doesn't have Mega. He is going to hit it, but now TP utilized. Kingen looking to go even more, but that is a Ziggs, and Kingen has to hop away.
It's not Soul. And even if it were Soul, you'd be like, oh, I'm not care. Just not confident. Closer's in
Closer.
Danger.
Uh-oh. And the flash comes in. That's not... Okay, finally the sleep comes in, but a lot of members of BNK are here, but Closer's in so much trouble. Moham finds the angle again. A lot of damage does come out from the Ziggs, but he's just not in range this time. Look at that burst, but it just doesn't matter. As Clear also going to be isolated in the top side. The GA goes down for nothing. And already Kingen is backing. He wants to join the team on the push. That might just end the game.
Yeah, for free here. As the wave is coming through, they need that wave. Kingen, just keep pushing. Just keep pushing him.
Yeah, because, yeah, he's even flashing on him. I mean, in a 1v1, Kingen will win, but Henna needs to clear the wave. That is a big super mega inferno bomb, and that is going to clear the wave. So, again, without Baron, I don't think you can end the game. Able to just barely get in here. He's got flash. Here comes Duro, but, oh, he's just slightly too late. Raptor not in range, and he didn't want to go for a flip anyway. As now, looking to catch Moham, might be able to do this, but Raptor is going to take a bunch of damage. Moham as well. No, he's going to be taken down. So, DK, they lose push right now. Looks like Gaming's going to back. I mean, there's no TPs, so I feel like overcommitting there would be
And Dplus, they absolutely were, and now with Baron starting to open the map up even further.
Yeah, and Henna, I mean, he's trying to clear these waves, but the Mega ahead, I feel like DK have a lot more options. So, gonna look to take down this mid inner and get the most out of the Red Bull Baron.
Going to round 2.
Claire is gonna try to join with the team. TP is coming in. The damage is ticking on this Baron already. Lucid in the pit. And they just have the damage on this one. Raptor being zoned away. He gets in the pit and it goes to Raptor. BNK get it, but down will go Clear, I believe. Somebody up there on the top side. No, it's actually...
Boulder that's full build. Dplus with a huge win again, despite the steal from Raptor. They just get nothing.
There's no turret, so you don't really have to dive anything, and that is going to be BNK to have to back away.
Yeah, they have the Mega Gnar here for just a brief amount of time as well, so they should be able to get this inhibitor for free.
Yeah, and they would love to dive. They would love to. BNK, if they give them an angle, DK will dive you.
I mean, they have kind of an angle now with this wave here.
How did this wave get in?
And
that wave needs to be cleared. They're just getting a free turret. And now Duro's just going to engage. That's a very nice engage. In goes the Camille. Big wombo combo, but Moham finds the engage. It's not quite enough. Where's the damage from DK? It is not quite there. They take out the Smolder, but King is in the back line as well. Trying desperately, Lucid as well, trying, but it's not quite enough. BNK will wipe Dplus Kia in their own base.
Super clutch move from Duro, saving the game. It's like each individual player has his moment here for BNK. With Raptor getting the Baron steal to help to keep them alive. It's a full wipe, and Dplus once again stopped in the base. We saw Kingan's fantastic base defense when they played against each other in that second round robin, and this time it's BNK who get it done. Elder's not proccing enough. Taking out aiming in that initial fight was so critical. And it looks like we are going to 4 Valdez. I see the series materializing on my hands, and I didn't think BNK had it in them to clutch this one out, but Raptor and Duro certainly did. It is never over until it's over.
50-minute game goes over to BNK, and we will have a 4th one on the card.
Closer is just going to give him the Akali. That is an iconic pick here in the mid lane for Closer, and I mean, it can be quite a nice match for them. Yeah, Moham is like nice counter to Rel, by the way.
They're going in here on a Moham as Moham trying to open up the skill for Duro. Aiming once is gold, but it's first blood that goes over. Look at the flash. That's going to force aiming to flash over the wall here himself. He's still fighting here against Henna, as he does have to press the attack. Is it enough damage? Trying to dodge the Qs, is aiming. The extendo beam also dodges. Henna's gonna flash away. One more Q to hit aiming, and look at this, Showmaker is here in the bottom lane, and aiming says no, that's my... I like this from BNK. A lot of times, you know, BNK were on blue in the last couple of games, and they were getting the grubs, and DK weren't doing much because they were just Omega scaling. Yeah, BNK are like, no, we're just going to get
now
this
over these grubs. Dplus have some topside cryo. Clear coming over.
They don't know that Clear is there, and aiming's in a really awkward spot. He has to flash the wall. Moham is kind of behind them, and now he's going to get the 3-man engage in the wombo combo. Who could have seen this coming? As everybody is going to get slowed up, and everybody on the side of BNK is just going to be ripped to pieces as it's 3 kills and a couple of extra bonus grubs. As DK rather really take off in this game 4. And it's still...
He's like, I saw 63!
Still gets split.
TP!
Yeah, the TP comes in, the last breath comes out from Showmaker. Closer does get away, but they force the flash here, and the turret's going to go down. So they don't get the kill, but they're still pretty happy with it. RD plus Kia. Duro, awkward spot here. He's getting run down by a Lilia, who is level 10, and now we've got a massive equalizer. Closer is out of the fight. The resets are used to disengage, and there are no... Well, he's on a ward, so...
Yeah. Can't farm.
Kingan knows where he is, and he can see him, and he's burned to a crisp.
He knew it, we knew it. He was like, I probably die, but I guess I need to kill the minions, and Kingan will also die.
Yeah, again, not the cleanest series. He's trying to actually punish Raptor, and Raptor's gonna burn down as well. And yes, the shutdown gold does go over to the Zeri, but DK are getting wins elsewhere.
I mean, they're getting the mid-turret.
Top turret.
Top turret. It's just such a huge, I mean, it's 6,000 gold lead at 15 minutes. It's not playable. Valdez, and I mean, they're so desperate. It's hard to kill this misfortune that
Don't do it. Oh, he's going in.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Whoa, I was getting scared. Aiming has to flash away, but now you've got a Rel. But the reset, the Heartbreaker coming in onto Aiming, but he can't get the kill. They cannot extend enough, and it was desperation to try to take
like this, so he just allows his shield to eat the damage. He's got barrier, and now Duro is going to get burned down a little bit.
This is 17 minutes into the game.
Yeah,
threatening the inhibitor turret.
And they will get it. Not even close to a defense here. No. Cool, I'm back to farming. More gold for me, thank you. He has 70%.
We haven't seen it have really a good team fight just yet. Kingen is in the brush here. And he's got the entire team following up, but clear he really wants to take down Kingen. Kind of trying to reminisce from game 1, if you remember. Kingen bullied a lot, but here are a lot of members of DK. That's a kill, and Moham gets the 3-man ult again! Again, who could have seen that coming? As Closer is trying to run away, he's going to ult 2 away, but here comes Lucid trying to dive alongside of Moham, who's going to tank the turret. And Lucid might just have the speed up to get it done. The sleep is coming in, and one bowling ball could get the job done. So Duro! Oh, that's so sad.
It is so sad, but I think he knows this one is done and dusted. Valdez, 14 kills to 3. This is like when Dplus took Gen G down last time around. We haven't seen too many one-sided games like this, and Dplus's games have been pretty long, you know, pretty drawn out, but not this one. Not this one. 20 minutes, 2 inhibitors.
Just curious.
I think it's going to be that man right there with the horse pants and now a Baron Bomb.
Who do you think Right Media is going to vote for?
Yasuo, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, clear. I mean, he's trying to be the Ornn engager.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe this was one of the reads from, you know, their scrims and from the new patch. They say, okay, we really like Clear on Ornn. We like the way he's able to enable our carries, but we just haven't really seen it in the series at all.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to find some sort of angle on these squishy frontliners.
Duro was hiding behind the turret. Hex flashing. It's actually really cute. Kind of difficult to see that he's charging up the Hex Flash. But at the end of the day, the cuteness probably not enough. As Clear, he's got an angle that is going to hit 3 people. Duro goes in, and well, you guessed it, the Rel ult onto 3 people again. And there you go, the Wombo Combo Comp is going to win game number 4, and Dplus Kia will be moving on to round 2 of the Uribank playoffs. And there you have it, 19-3, 23 minutes is game number 4. Nothing like game 3, and DK, they get the cherry on top. A very decisive...
Thank you very much, guys. This is Jisa for the post-match interview of Uribank 2024 LCK Summer Playoffs. Dplus Kia has secured their spot in the round 2 of the playoffs with the victory today. Let's welcome the starting 5 players on the side of Dplus Kia: Kingen, Lucid, Showmaker, Aiming, and Moham. Congratulations on the win, everyone! First up, Kingen. Today, you not only achieved 2,000 assists in the LCK, but also advanced to the round 2 of the playoffs. How do you feel? Well, I did not know that I hit 2,000, but you know, it feels amazing to find out. I realized that because one day I looked up my own kind of stats, and then I figured I don't really have many kills because maybe I'm just too nice and always let my teammates take the kills, but one day I can also hit the kill milestone as well. And once again, you showed your strength as the CEO Kingen in the playoffs as well. What do you think is the most important factor in the best of 5 series? I try to remind myself that this is, you know, same as the regular season match, to not get too nervous. So if you just play on your, you know, usual rhythm, I think the opponents will kind of rush themselves. So I guess like that's why people sometimes tell me that I'm very consistent when it comes to bigger matches or best of 5 series. And lastly, anything you would like to say to the fans out there? We really wanted to get a 3-0 today. Too bad that it was a 3-1, but still, I think this could be a great chance for us to come back even stronger based on the outcome we had today. We're not sure yet who we're going to face in the next round of the playoffs, but I promise that we will come back stronger.
이어서 루시드 선수와 이야기 나눠보겠습니다.
Next up,
루시드 선수
Lucid.
데뷔 이후 두 번째
This is your
플레이오프
second
2라운드
time
진출하셨습니다. 소감
advancing
어떠신가요?
to round 2 of the playoffs since your debut. How do you feel? Once you make it to the second round, you get one other chance. So I really wanted to, advance to the second round, and I'm so happy that I made it happen this time. And today, Dplus kind of consistently gained a lot of advantage early on with your jungle pathing. Was that something that you focused on while prepping for the playoffs? Well, I kind of prepared this by myself because Raptor, he's a rookie player. He has never been to playoffs yet, so if I can go for some cheesy early game build or pathing, it can kind of really get into his head, and I think kind of worked. Also, congratulations on winning the Rookie of the Year award, Lucid. How do you feel about that? You only get one chance to win the Rookie of the Year award, so I'm so happy that I won it this year, this season, and I'm so glad and proud that I managed to get so many celebrations from the fans. To wrap up, what are your goals and resolution as you head into the round 2 of the playoffs? So we're gonna play up against either Genji or Hana Life. Both of them look very strong, so we will do our best in the next round of the playoffs as well. Next up, moving on to Showmaker. Congrats on advancing to the second round of playoffs. What aspects did you focus on while preparing for the match today? BNK FearkX, they kind of focus heavily on their top side, so our main focus was the top side skirmish and combat. Game number 1, you picked Nasus mid against Azir. What led to this pick? What kind of interpretation did you have about the current patch? I mean, I'm a big new champion enjoyer of the mid lane, Because it's a best of 5 series, you better have pocket picks up your sleeves in order to kind of play the mind game. So I think it kind of worked. Then do you have anything else in the round 2? I mean, today even I played a lot of new champions, which means I have even more up my sleeves. So you can stay tuned for that. We still have, second match of the first round to watch. Also, we don't know who we are going to face in the second round as well, but we will make sure that we will give our all in the next match. And aiming, you continue to showcase your strong performance in the playoffs. How do you feel about the win today? Feels great to win. I kind of think that we did manage to get a clean win today, so it feels amazing. So early on in the series, you played Smolder for 3 games in a row, even as R1 Smolder in Game 3. So what are your thoughts on Smolder? His late game is absolutely strong, so we wanted to secure that pick in order to kind of utilize the late game carry potential. And then you picked MF into Zeri, and MF was actually, prior to today's series, was on a 1-4 head-to-head record into Zeri. Well, in fact, MF right now, her stats are so strong in the laning phase, so as long as you can get through lane, I knew that my teammates will allow me to win out the entire game as well, so I didn't really have too much worries about locking Misfortune into Zeri. Then who do you think you'll face in round 2 of Genji Hana Life? Actually, I still have a group chat of your last year KT roster, so I asked the guys, and Leehan's replied, "We're gonna choose you." So I don't know. I think I already have the spoiler. Then what are your resolution and thoughts heading into the round 2 of playoffs? I mean, we are off to a great start right now, so I hope we can win the round 2 match as well and win the LCK title. And lastly, Moham. I see you holding a cute little plushie toy. What's that?
저희 마스코트 쇼가살이라고 하고요.
This is our mascot, the Showmaker Starfish.
사진 찍기로 했었는데
We promised to do a group photo, and then I thought it was really cute. I just wanted to bring out to the stage as well. This was your first playoffs, Moham. How do you feel after the entire series just wrapped? I had a great meal right before the match, so I had really good feelings. I told my teammates today's gonna be a good day, and then I actually did deliver, so it feels great. What did you have for lunch? Pho, also banana, and then an energy bar, protein bar, and then Americano, a cup of Americano, also Coke. So everything was just like there for me to kind of showcase the best performance. And you won multiple POGs today as well, and your RAL is 7-1 currently, including CL record. It's actually was on a 11-game winning streak. How confident are you in your RAL? For sure, my most confident pick, but I didn't realize or I didn't really know that I would get to play REL 4 games in a row, and everyone was on the same page. Even my teammates were like, just give him REL. So you have been playing a very important role since the end of the regular season and now in the playoffs as well. Today as well, Aiming told me I will be able to do damage for you guys, so just don't be afraid to go in for engages. So I'm gonna keep that playstyle until the end of the playoffs. I'm just gonna go in for plays and start up the team fight for my team. Now before we go, Showmaker, as the captain, can you send a message to the team that you will be facing in the round 2 of the playoffs? Likely to be Genji based on Aiming's spoiler though. We have no idea yet, but we will do our best. One more time, let's give a big round of applause to the Dplus Kia players. And now I'm gonna throw it back to the space. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ji-sun, for the translation there, and so cute hearing from Moham after his absolutely incredible debut into play.